this video, we're going to do a quick start guide. So if you've got your new IHD Broker account set up and you want to get in and quickly start building tours, we'll show you how to do that here. It should only take you a few minutes to get a tour up and rolling. So once you get logged in here, the first thing you're going to need to do is click on this Agents tab, since you need to have agent profiles in order to create a tour. So you'll see at this point with the new account, we've got no agents. So we'll just need to come over here and do a new agent. And you need to fill out everything here with a red star. So we'll just go ahead and put some test info here. One thing to be aware of, this email login name, this is how your agent profile, your agent can log in with these credentials here. And you'll see this email is their login name. So each email address can only be in our system one time. So if you happen to have, if you put an email address in here and it gives you an error, that means that email address is somewhere in our system. If you see that, just give us a call or shoot us an email and we can find out where it is and go from there on how to solve it. But anyway, you go through, you fill out at least anything that has a red star next to it. We'll keep everything extremely simple for demonstration purposes. Save changes. It will take you to a branding page. This is where you can add another profile pic, a company logo. You don't need to do that at this point. So there we go. We've got an agent now, and we can build a tour. So this is another important box here. If you check this box, this means your agent will be able to spend credits out of the main broker account. If you're on a subscription account, you won't even see that option, but you're probably going to want to have this checked so when your agent logs in, they can create their own tours and use the main broker account's credits. So once we have our agent, we can go ahead and click this login. Now we are logged in as that agent. Still, as you can see our credits here. And to get back to your brokerage account, if you need to, you click this little up arrow here, and now you're up in the main brokerage account. So to create our tour, go to the agents page, choose which agent you want to build the tour for. And once you or the agent is logged in here, it's quite easy. All you've got to do is click this Create Tour button and fill out the property info. Again, everything with a red star. I'll just put some default info in there and then just click this Create button. And the tour is created at this point. It will bring you right to this Media Manager page. This is where you can upload your content, rearrange the order of the tour, etc. So to upload your content, all you have to do is go find the content, whatever you want to upload. You can upload all scene types at once. So in this little testing folder, I've got all scene types. I've got a full 360, a video, a partial pano, a spherical pano, and a still image. You can actually upload all of them, select them all, drag them on top of here. And if you're on a credit account, it'll tell you that this is when you're going to be charged the tour credit. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And it will start the uploading and processing phase. You see yellow is the uploading, and then you'll see it switch to blue. This is processing. This is where it's setting the image type and setting it to play on the tour. So while it's uploading and processing, you can actually start rearranging the order of the tour if you want. You can just click and drag on a thumbnail and move it to the new position. You can also hold down Control on your keyboard and select multiple thumbnails. And then click and drag, and you'll see it's telling you you're moving 3 scenes there. Move them where you want them, and it moves them all at the same time. One other thing to note here is this scene type. If you're uploading a lot of different types of scenes, still photos, panoramas, etc., the system by default will try to auto-detect what that scene is. and it usually gets it right, but if it doesn't for whatever reason, the most common one is if you're uploading 360 cylindrical panos, it will set those as partials, and all you need to do to change a scene type is click this drop down box, select what type of scene it is, and when you click save, you'll see it will eventually go through and process that as a full 360. So at this point, you have a basic tour built. You've got your scenes uploaded. If you want to view the tour, you can at any time. We're over here, view tour, and it will start to load up. You've got your little thumbnail, first scene of the tour here. We don't have an agent profile pic uploaded, but their pic would show up. And there it goes. The tour starts to play. Here's all the scenes that we've got uploaded, and it will play through them. So this is a very basic tour at this point. You'll probably want to add other features, which we can go through those briefly here. I'll go back to this main page. This is a breadcrumb trail, which is very handy. Kind of tells you where you're at in the tour. You can always click back anywhere in here. So this one we'll edit again. One other thing to note, you'll see this tour is inactive, which means that nobody outside of the system, if they're not logged in, they're not going to be able to see the tour. For them to be able to see it, you just have to click this Make Tour Active button. Status updated successfully, and you'll see this little flag here changes. You can make a tour inactive, active, it doesn't really matter. It just depends on whether you want other people outside of the system to be able to see it. So from here, there's a few other features that we'll go over briefly that you might want to add to a tour. So you've got some additional services you can use over here. These are this virtual staging. You can actually take pictures of empty rooms and virtually stage them with furniture paintings and stuff. It's pretty cool. Single property websites, you can order domain. So say like 709washington.com and have it point to the tour or to a tour gallery page or to a different URL if you want. In AstroZoom, that's a fly-in from space video that we actually produce. You can order those from us and we'll put them right on the tour. SEO site, that's basically a URL that you can customize, usually just with the address in it. 3D VR headset tour, that if you use spherical panoramas on your tour, we can actually create a virtual reality tour, which are pretty cool. They're used with the VR goggles. Other than that, a few other important things that you might want to do to your tour really quick. Background music. If you click in here, really easy to add background music. You've got your list of available music by default here. You just click over here, it will start to play. You can hear what it sounds like. Go through, find one that you want, click update, and we now have music on the tour. The other very important page is the property information. This is where you come in, you can add a description and all the attributes of the property. So bathrooms, bedrooms, square footage, price, all of that stuff. And the other important page here is the deliverables. And these are all your tour links. So you've got your branded link and then your non-branded link. This is the one you'll usually use for the MLS listing. This is the non-branded version of the tour. And on this page, you've got a whole bunch of other stuff, gallery links, flyer. You've got to create a flyer first. That's what this is telling you here, that red text. But pretty much anything you might want to use for marketing. Here's the download section. You can download all the stills, panos, whatever's on the tour. You can even create a resize media. If your MLS board requires a certain size still, you can put in the dimensions here. And when you compile it, it'll give you a package of stills that are all that size. And then you've even got some embed HTML code here that you can, these are used to put on websites. So you could put a tour button on a web page or a play thumb. And you can even put the tour itself. This will play the tour in a small window right on a web page. So that's the gist of building a tour. There's obviously a lot more you can do. As you can see, there's a ton of other pages here, different editing. You can add, narrations and create a video of the tour. There's a whole lot you can do. Um, if you click up here in the Learning Center, on this page, there are dozens of videos that go over basically any of the other features that you might want to use on a tour. So this is a great resource to know about. These are usually, pretty short, few minutes video, few minute long videos that go over these specific features. If you want to do hotspots or whatever you want to add to the tour, there's a video of it here. So that's important to be aware of. But that's really easy to create a tour. It just takes a few minutes and then you can go on and customize it as you want.